In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a halftone background in GIMP step by step. This is a really useful effect if you want to make comic book style graphics, pop art backgrounds, poster designs, thumbnails, or any creative design that needs that classic dotted look. And the best part is, you can do it completely inside GIMP with just a few tools and one simple filter. If this tutorial helps you out, make sure to hit like and subscribe for more easy software tutorials. Now, let's jump right in. First, open GIMP and create a new canvas by going to File, then New. Choose the size you want for your background. If you're making something for YouTube, social media, or a graphic design project, you can pick a custom size that fits your layout. Once your new canvas is open, make sure the background is filled with white. You can also import an image if you want to apply the halftone effect to an existing design instead of starting from scratch. Now, before we start building the effect, press D on your keyboard. This resets your foreground and background colors to the default black and white. That matters because we want a clean black to white effect for the gradient that will later become the halftone pattern. Once your colors are reset, select the gradient tool by pressing G on your keyboard. With the gradient tool selected, go to the Tool Options panel. Here, you'll want to set the shape depending on the style you're trying to create. If you want a side-to-side dot fade, choose Linear. If you want a circular burst effect that fades out from the center, choose Radial. Both look great, but the one you choose will completely change the final design, so pick the one that matches your project. Now click and drag across your canvas to apply a black to white gradient. If you're using the linear option, drag from one side of the canvas to the other. If you're using the radial option, drag from the center outward to create that spotlight style fade. At this point, the canvas should look like a smooth transition from black to white. Don't worry if it looks simple right now, because the next step is where the magic happens. Next, we're going to convert that gradient into a halftone dot pattern. Go to the top menu, click Filters, then Distorts, and then select Newsprint. This is the filter that turns your smooth gradient into those classic halftone dots you see in comic art and retro designs. Once the Newsprint window opens, look for the Color Model dropdown. Change it to black on white or white on black if you want the opposite look. The choice here depends on your style, but black on white is usually the most common and easiest to work with. After that, find the pattern option and change it from line to circle. This is very important because circle patterns are what give you the halftone dot effect instead of lines. Now you'll see a few sliders that control the look of the pattern. The first one is period, and this controls the size and spacing of the dots. If you increase the period, the dots become larger and more stylized, which is great for bold comic or pop art looks. If you lower the period, the dots become smaller and more subtle, which works better for detailed backgrounds or cleaner designs. The next setting is angle. This rotates the dot grid, and it can make a big difference in the final result. A good starting point is around 45 degrees, because that usually gives you a clean, classic comic book feel, but you can experiment with it if you want a more unique or artistic look. Depending on your image or canvas, even a small adjustment can change the balance of the design. Take a moment to preview the effect and adjust the settings until the dots look right for your project. If the dots are too big, reduce the period. If they feel too tight or too spread out, tweak it until the pattern feels balanced. This part is all about matching the halftone style to the kind of graphic you want to create. Once everything looks good, click OK. GIMP will apply the Newsprint filter, and your gradient will instantly transform into a halftone background. Now you've got a professional-looking dotted effect that you can use behind text, logos, characters, or other design elements. If you want, you can continue editing from here by adding color overlays, extra shapes, text, or image layers on top of the halftone background. That's what makes this effect so versatile. It works as a standalone background, but it also works really well as part of a larger design. So that's how to create a halftone background in GIMP. It only takes a few steps, but the result can look really polished and creative once you know how to control the gradient and Newsprint settings. If this video helped you out, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next tutorial. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.